This is the Christmas Eve edition of our Barbados Today Evening News Update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. Topping the news at this hour, some church leaders in Barbados have agreed on the need for greater community outreach initiatives as a significant way of tackling the surge of violence in the island. Head of the Umbrella Pentecostal Assemblies of the West Indies, Bishop Jerry Seal, says the church must operate out of the box by meeting the youth on their own turf and working with them.
I don't think making pronouncements in the media is going to make any difference to those who are carrying out the violence. Calling for people to stop shooting, I don't think makes any difference at all to the people who are doing the shooting. I think there needs to be, I'm struggling for the right words, there needs to be an initiative that reaches out to those in whose interest the violence is being carried out, and work with those people to find other ways to resolve the situations. Are we willing to take steps to find the people who are leading these gangs and begin initiatives that will make a change in what is happening?
And General Superintendent of the Wesleyan Churches in Barbados, Reverend Joel Cumberbatch, also supports more focus on community intervention. In fact, Reverend Cumberbatch is recommending a program that involves engaging and empowering people in smaller groups outside of the church four walls.
We have to demonstrate that the Christian faith is not just theory, or it's not just going to church and jumping and dancing and having a good time. That has this place, but it's empowering people for life. Right? We have to work more with families as well, young people too, and teach them some conflict resolution skills.
Describing the current gun violence as an evil which must be eradicated, Diocesan Administrator for the Anglican Church in Barbados, Canon Wayne Isaacs, pledged his church's support for any entity or individual seeking a solution.
We pray that government and the police will be able to find a solution for this, we have to call it an evil, which we need to eradicate from our society. And the church, the Diocese of Barbados, we are willing to join forces with anyone or any group that desires to work to bring a solution to the problem.
In other news now, Granny Adams International Airport's arrival area was reminiscent of a mini crop over scene as Barbadians living overseas were welcomed back home for the Christmas season to sights and sounds of tuck, dancing girls, and stilt walker. One of the most popular reasons given by those who spoke with a Barbados Today team was the beach.
Yeah, we left the cold, so we came here just for the beach, so I'm ready for the beach.
I've been looking forward to this for a long time, so yeah, we're all excited to be here, to see our family and stuff and everything, so yeah.
We're spending it very good, mostly the beach and a couple nightclubs and enjoying life a little bit, but safe.
Political scientist Peter Wickham is warning politicians in Barbados to take heed to last Friday night's successful no-confidence vote against the coalition government in Guyana. One of the government members, Sharon Das Persaud, shocked his colleagues in Parliament when he voted yes in favor of the opposition motion of no confidence, resulting in the administration now having to call an early general election within 90 days of last Friday's vote. But Wickham told Barbados Day this afternoon that a government must never assume it's going to defeat a no-confidence vote against it.
You have to be aware of your political circumstances, and I think you have to follow. This guy, Shandas, apparently was complaining about things for a long time that he was not happy about. He was a voice crying in the wilderness. They were happy to get on with the business of governance without taking into consideration the concerns that he has. And I think the lesson in all of this is that, especially when you have a narrow majority, you need to be very, very careful of your politics. Your political life has to be looked after, even as you get on with the business of running the government.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
We're back with news from the region now. Health Minister Terence Dale Singh says there is no outbreak of malaria in Trinidad and Tobago, despite more than 36 people being treated for the disease this year. Confirming that the country has treated 38 cases for the year so far, Dale Singh explained that 36 of those cases were imported from Ghana and Guyana. And on the global scene, the volcano that triggered a tsunami in Indonesia over the weekend, killing hundreds of people, continued to spew billowing clouds of lava into the sky today. You pick up the story in this Reuters TV report.
Anak Krakatau is still steaming after the volcano triggered a tsunami late on Saturday that hit Indonesia, killing hundreds of people on the islands of Java and Sumatra. Residents and rescuers are now trying to grapple with the devastation it's left behind. This is the site of a collapsed stage where Indonesian rock band 17 were performing as the waves swept in. At least 41 people from the crowd died, along with 4 band members and crew.
And that's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, as well as Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Now, you can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM and Capital Media HD 99.3 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a blessed and sober Christmas season.